Hello everyone, good morning. Can anyone please confirm am I audible or not? Can you hear me? Yeah, okay then. Oh, okay, last class where we stopped. We completed hooks, right? Okay. Now we are going to see one end-to-end flow like hooks is my client. Okay, React hooks is my client. As usual, Node.js is my server. Oracle is my database. Oracle is my database. So that you can create that application first. Okay, how you can create an application? Okay, client application I want and server application I want and Oracle database also. Okay, first create. See here, node MySQL completed, node Mongo completed, right? Same like this. Can I open? Okay, can I create one more folder here? Okay, new folder. Okay, that one is like node Oracle. Okay, now here how you can get the structure? How you can get the structure of my node by using an express? So that open command prompt. Just type express. Just type express. Okay, it's a Node.js one. Node.js one. Okay, type express. So once you get this skeleton, immediately what we have to do, package.json is there. You have to download your libraries or not. How you can? By using npm install is the command. npm install is the command. This is the client side part, leave it. Server side part, leave it. Now client side. Okay, how you can create a client side application by using create React app. By using create React app. So far you created like this only, but now I don't want to create an app by using create React app. By using Webpack, I want to create it. By using Webpack. Okay, so how we can means very simple thing. First, open, create one folder first. Okay, see how we can create a Webpack application. Very simple thing. Okay, new folder. Okay, Webpack with the React. Okay, now first here how we can start, how we can configure your application by your own means. First, create React app is nothing but directly you can get the skeleton. Like this, you can get the skeleton. Okay, simply. But here you don't have any skeleton or something. You have to create your own skeleton, right? First of all, start with packages. Okay, start with libraries. Okay, start with libraries. How many libraries are required? Minimum 3 libraries are required. One is React, another one is like React DOM, and another one is like Babel one. Okay, if it is like a create React app, that is like React scripts one. Okay, here create React is not Babel. I'm going to use so that these libraries, if you want to download from Node, these are all libraries where we have to register in the npm, okay, in the package.json by using npm install or not. You can get it. So first of all, you know which libraries are required. You know you have to download the library to run your application. Okay, but I want to download this application not like manually from Google. I want from Node Package Manager. So how we can get means first of all get the package.json. So open your command prompt. Open your command prompt. Okay, create a package.json file. How we can means we have a command called as a npm init is the command to create the package.json file. Okay, see npm init is the command. Npm init is the command. Now it is going to ask some questions. Just answer it based on your requirement. Package name is what, version name is what. I don't have anything. Just leave it. Okay, test command is what, git repository was, keywords are what, other narration, for example, license. Now finally it asks you like yes or no. Say yes. Now done. My package.json created. Now can we open this file folder into my Visual Studio Code? Just open it. New window. Okay, file, folder, open folder. What is my folder name? Local disk D, my classes. Okay, this is the one. Finally, folder name is this one. Open it. I opened that folder. Now see the package.json. See the package.json. If you open the package.json, it asks some questions, right? All are okay. If you give the answer, with that answers, they prepared one JSON file. Now see this name, your application name, version default. Okay, JS side, this is the root file index.js. Scripts. Okay, to run your application, you have to write the scripts here. Other license is all there or not. Now here you have to add one property called as what? Dependencies or not. Dependencies or not. Now, how many types of dependencies are there? You know, one is like normal dependencies. Okay, another one is like dev dependencies. Dev dependencies. What is the normal dependencies and dev dependencies means? Dev dependencies is nothing but at the time of application development. Okay, at the time of writing your code, at the time of development, in the development mode, you can say. Okay, which libraries are required to my application? Those libraries you can put in the dev dependencies. Only development mode. Okay, the libraries which are used in the development mode as well as in the production also, those dependencies we are going to put in the dependencies one. I will tell one dependency. You can say it's a dependency or dev dependency. React library is a dependency or dev dependency means very simple thing. While writing my code, I am running my application in my local. Okay, in my local also my application is like what? React application only or not? To recognize that one React library is required or not. Once that application, okay, you complete your development and then build it and then deploy it. Okay, it's nothing but production. Okay, in the production also my application should run like a React application only, right? Not like JavaScript or something. Okay, it should be a React, not like Angular or something, right? So this React library is not there in the production. Your component who can recognize? So this library I want in the development mode as well as in the production mode also. That type of dependencies you can write inside the dependencies one. Inside the dependencies one. Understand? Okay, dev dependency I will tell. Babel. Can anyone tell? Is that dependency or dev dependency? Why we go for Babel? My Babel is used for what? A compilation purpose or not. Compile your JSX or not. Okay, compile your JSX. Is my JSX is going to understand by my browser? Is my JSX is going to understand by my browser? No. Okay, only my browser can understand HTML, CSS, and JS only. Okay, so that my Babel can compile your JSX code. Okay, once my compilation and everything is success, then only we can go with the build or not. Okay, my build completed is nothing but what? Yes, my compilation and everything is done. Okay, compiled code only we are going to build and we are going to deploy or not. So my compilation happened before my build or not. So my compilation work is done here. Okay, there is no need to deploy, there is no need to use this library at the time of deploy my code into my server or not. Okay, my compilation is done, just leave it. Okay, my code, there is no issues, nothing. Then the time build your code and deploy your code. There is no compilation, nothing is required. So that my Babel, is it required in the production mode? Already compiled code only we are going to deploy in the production. Then the time why I need to compile again? So my Babel should be what? It's like a dev dependency or not. My Babel is like a dev dependency or not. Like that. Some of the dependencies are dev dependencies, some of the dependencies are like in prod we are going to use. Okay, now if you want to run your application, some of the dependencies you can say like React is my library, React DOM, it should be the dependency. Okay, I want the material design, for example, React material UI. Okay, material UI. It's like a it's a dependency, not like a dev dependency. Okay, like this, which are you are going to use in the production mode also. Those all are like dependencies. Next, dev dependencies tell me. Okay, one is like Babel one. The next one. Okay, if you want to run your application, one server is required in the development mode or not. In the development mode or not. Okay, which server, who is going to provide, we'll see that one server is required or not. The next one, you write like some CSS, then that time the CSS file should have to recognize by my application compiler. Okay, then the time, okay, the CSS loaders also required. Okay, dependencies and dev dependencies is the main difference. Now concentrate on dev dependencies. Which dev dependencies we are going to use by default means one is like Babel related stuff. How many libraries are there? For Babel one. One is like Babel core. Babel core is the library. Default libraries you have to load it. The next one is like Babel loader. Loader. Okay. The next one is like Babel preset environment. Environment is like React environment or whatever it is. Okay, these are the three libraries you have to use for Babel related stuff. Okay, then next come to the server one. Come to the server one. My application should have to run in one server, localhost 3000 if it is like a create React app. Okay, if my application I created my own, that is also should have to run in one server or not. Which server means Webpack dev server. Webpack dev server. Dev server. This is my server. This is provided by Webpack. Okay, once my application development is completed, you have to build your code by using Webpack. We are going to build these two commands. We are going to run where we are going to run in the command prompt. Okay, in the terminal, so that through command line interface only we are going to run. For that purpose, we are going to use like Webpack. Okay, CLI. Webpack CLI. Okay, these are the libraries which is like to run your application and then build your application. Okay, these are like, see, my build application is nothing but once my build is done, okay, after that we are going to deploy. Then the time this webpack is not required in the dependencies, it's like a dev dependency only. The next one, okay, CSS loader, okay, to recognize your files, CSS files. Okay, not only CSS, sometimes you can write like SAS or less also. So that first of all you have to put like a style loader. Okay, these loaders just it's going to recognize your files. Okay, Babel loader is the JSX file is going to recognize. Styles loader is the CSS files and SAS files and less files is going to recognize. Okay, these are the dev dependencies. The next one, see here in the package.json, if you observe, from your JS side, this is the main. Okay, this is the root file, bootstrap file. From your HTML side, which file is the bootstrap file? Which file you have to create? Okay, one file is required, index.html is required or not. Okay, that one you have to tell. Okay, that one you can tell by using plugins. Okay, by using plugin from HTML side, which one is the root file? These all libraries we have to load it. Okay, dependencies are React DOM, dev dependency, Babel related stuff, and Webpack related stuff, and CSS and plugin. Okay, these all libraries. Already I have that one with versions, so that just can take that one. So these three are required. Okay, you can find directly in internet, no issues. see my package.json. Okay, if you observe here, these are the dev dependencies: Babel core, Babel loader, Babel preset environment, Babel preset React. Okay, CSS loader and style loader. The next one is like Webpack, Webpack CLI, Webpack dev server. The next one is like plugin. Okay, which is going to tell like what, which one is the root file. Okay, just you can go to your Google. Okay, Webpack application. Just if you put like Webpack application, how to develop Webpack application for React, then the time they will provide all these dependencies. These are the minimum dependencies. In future, if you want to add some more, you can add it. For example, in your application, I want to use one image file. Then the time to recognize that file loader, you have to use it. File loader, you have to use it. Okay, here you can customize how much you want. You can customize how much you want. Okay, most of the times we are going to use Webpack as well as create React app also. Okay, this is also one more way to create your application. Okay, now see here, material UI, material design, we can use it. 𝕤𝕤𝕤𝕟1, you know, right? 𝕤𝕤𝕤1 for what? To send the request and request. And bootstrap. Okay, JSON web token, it's a server side, just leave it. JSON web token is the server side. React is required, React DOM is required. Okay, this one is not required for us. Okay, these are the libraries required. Okay, up here. Okay, dependencies and dev dependencies. Okay, this is only for run on hello world program. That's it, more than that nothing. Hello world program. If extra things are required, you have to write it. Hello world program with red color. CSS also I want to apply. And one more thing here, see here, scripts is there, right? You have to start your application. What is the command? Start is the command. You can put any name. Where you want to start, Webpack dev server. You have to start with this particular server. Open is nothing but it's going to open in your browser with 8080 is the port number. Okay, if you want to build an application, how we can build, create React app? npm run script build. Okay, here Webpack is going to bundle your code. Okay, for which environment? Production environment. Okay, this is the one. Okay, this is for test cases. Okay, test cases separate discussion. Okay, can I copy this one? Can you go to your package.json? Only dependencies you can take it, otherwise total wild. Okay, from here to scripts, other, here to here you can take. Okay, now what we have to do? What is the next step? Can anyone guess? What is the next step? My dependencies all are registered in the package.json. You have to download, right? Okay, you didn't download it. You should have to download your libraries or not. So by using which command? npm install is the command. npm install is the command. Okay, done. And then see, in your application, how many types of files you can write? JS files you can write, JSX files you can write, image files you can write. Okay, these type of files, multiple files you can write it or not. Multiple files you can write it or not. All these files you have to configure somewhere, and then you have to run your application or not. So if you want to configure your application, configure your application related files and everything, content, we have one file there that is called as a configuration file, webpack.config.js. Okay, this is the default format. Okay, you have to use this format only. Okay, then only my Webpack dev server can read this file and can recognize your content. Whatever the content is nothing but which type of files you are using. Some JSX content is there in the JSX file, JS content is there in the JS file. Okay, those people, my Webpack dev server can read it. Okay, my Webpack dev server by default it can read webpack.config.js file only. Okay, inside this webpack.config.js file, what we have means, the first thing is you have to configure from HTML side which one is the root file. HTML side which one is the root file? Index.html. So that just create one folder. Okay, all your source code you can write inside the source folder. See, inside this one you can create one file. Which file index.html. Index.html. Can anyone tell inside this index.html what you're expecting? What it contains? A container. So that can we write that container. Close your div. Over here, can I write like id equals to root. This is my container or not? Inside this container, you have to load what? Content. So if you want to create, okay, if you want to load the content, first of all, my content created by whom? Application. Okay, in the application content created by whom? My component or not? Can we create one component? This component load inside the container done by whom? React DOM or not? Okay, content rendered inside the container done by whom? React DOM library or not? Okay, from your JS side, which file is the root file? Already you mentioned here index.js. So that can we create one index.js file. Index.js file. Okay, inside the source only can write it. Index.js file contains what? Can anyone tell? Index.js file contains what? Whatever the component related content is there, that content you have to load inside the container or not. You can create, this is also one more thing. Okay, you can write your own thing instead of this. Okay, you can customize it. Okay, here not only this one, Webpack, we can customize like anything. For example, I want to run your application in the dev environment, stage environment, QA environment, production environment. Like this, my webpack.config.js file, we can configure like different environments also. All we can customize. Okay, now here can we create one application? Okay, can we create? Most of the times we are going to use like create React app. Okay, create React app you created, right? That one also you can convert into Webpack by using npm eject is there, eject. We can directly convert into Webpack application. Okay, instead of that one, you should know how to make your own Webpack application. Okay, Webpack is not only for React one. Okay, you can create an application, any UI application by using Webpack. Okay, this is only the way. Based on their structure, you have to write it. Okay, now here can we create one component? Constant my app is my component, open one and closed one. Okay, return h1 hello world. Hello world. Okay, this h1 I want in the red color. Then can we write one styles styles.css styles.css. Okay, here you can write one class my color red. This class can I apply for this particular h1? How you can apply? My class name equals to cr. My class name equals to cr. Now, okay. My content ready. This content you have to load inside the container. That is done by React DOM library or not. Okay, let's write. First of all, if you want to recognize this one like a component, who can recognize my React library? Import React from where? From my React or not. This is the one. Now, if you want this file in another file, then the time how we can export default. Okay, app. Export default app. Okay, now this file I want where inside my index.js. So that can we get it? Import app from where? From my app folder or not? App not folder file. Can we load my CSS also? How we can load one CSS file? Import. Okay, within the same folder. Okay, what is my file name? Styles.css or not? Okay, who can load your component inside the container? My React DOM the library or not? From where? React DOM. Okay, now here my React DOM dot what is on render. Which component? My app is the component. where do you want me to load? Document dot get element by ID of what, root or not. Yes, done. We're okay. Okay. Now inside my webpack config.js file, what we have to write is first, which file is the root file by using a plugin. The next thing is which type of files you included in your application is nothing but a module. Okay, strict mode you can write, or that is depends. Okay, you can write the strict mode, React or strict mode, you can write it. Okay, now which files you want me to load, that one you have to write it. Further, the webpack config.js file looks like this. Okay, can we copy paste this one? You can easily understand. Now see this. If you observe here, first 2 to 6, see here, HTML Webpack plugin. Okay, this is the library we used for what? This is the library we are going to use for what? To make one HTML file is like a root file, okay, bootstrap file. Okay, so that first of all you can get it. This is the which type of syntax? It's like ES6 below or not required. Otherwise you can use import based on your requirement. You can use it. Okay, HTML Webpack plugin. Now this one is like a class, so that I created an object, and then see here HTML entry plugin. From HTML side, this is the entry one. Okay, this is the root one. So where is your file? Inside the source folder, my index.html or not. Okay, my HTML contains what? Your template only, right? The template is the key. Don't change this one. This is the one for what? To tell my bootstrap file from HTML side. Done. Now come to your module. See, webpack module. This is the one. The keys should not change. Keys should not change. Okay, keys are like this. Okay, this is the variable name. You can put any name. Here, module is the key. Don't change. Module is nothing but your application. Inside my application, which type of files are there? Inside the rules one, you have to put it. Which type of files? All your JS files. It's a regular expression. All your JS files it's going to recognize. Okay, the JS files inside the node modules I don't want. Okay, don't do anything. Why? Because those are already compiled and which is working already. Okay, who can take care of this one? Okay, compilation and everything. My Babel will take care, so that you can write like a Babel loader. Loaders are used for recognize the files. Okay, the same way CSS also I want to recognize, so that all CSS files, CSS first of all style related files you have to recognize. So the style loader. Which type of style related files? CSS or SAS or less? CSS files I want to recognize. CSS loader. Yeah, config file also we can get. Okay, now up to here, this is my module. Okay, and then the plugin what you created, that one you have to put it. Plugin is what? HTML entry plugin or not. Okay, at last you have to export your the total webpack module. That's it. This is your webpack config file. Okay, and then the Babel to compile your code, there has one more file is there. Okay, to set your environment, that is like a Babel RC, Babel configuration file. Now can you come here? Okay, dot. This is the naming convention you should have to follow like this. Babel RC. Okay, Babel configuration file. Now inside this one you have to set that configuration file. It's like a React configuration. So that preset, Babel preset environment, you have to Babel preset environment for React. Okay, which type of environment? Either it is like a environment is like what? React or not. Okay, this is the Babel site configuration. Okay, this is my webpack. Now can you come to my package.json? Can we run your application now? npm start is the command or not? Okay, now come here. Can you check? Okay, now npm start is the command. Npm start is the command. If I run this one, it is going to open webpack dev server or not? It's going to run your webpack dev server command. It's going to open your application in one server that is provided by whom? Who provided? My Webpack people or not? Now see, this takes some time. Now see, project is running at localhost 8080. Oh, see, my Webpack compiled successfully. Okay, compiled successfully. Now you can open your application in localhost 8080 is the port number. Okay, we can change that port number. The open is there, right? Okay, there you can put like hyphen hyphen. Okay, here you can put like port hyphen hyphen port equals to something. Okay, make my browser shut down. Okay, understand? Overall conclude some files and the libraries here. First, what we have to do? First, what we have to do? You have to create package.json file. Package.json file. JSON file. How you can create the package.json file? npm init is the command. Okay, and then load libraries. Okay, which libraries? Okay, dependencies. Okay, the next one is like dev dependencies. Okay, dependency side how many? By default, React, React DOM is required. React and React DOM. Okay, dev dependency side, Babel related stuff. The next one, Webpack related stuff. Okay, the next one, styles related stuff. Okay, the next one, HTML Webpack plugin. These all you have to load it or not. Okay, these are the dependencies. Okay, for your application, these are the dependencies. Okay, the dev dependencies are like this. Okay, and then once it is done, what is next one? Create configuration file. You have to create the configuration file or not. Okay, how you can create the configuration file? What is the default naming convention? Config.js. Okay, inside this one, what we have to do? You have to set your root file from HTML side. You have to load all your JS files. Okay, if the JSX files are there, those files also you have to load it. CSS files also you have to recognize. All these things done by whom? Okay, my Webpack config.js. You have to configure there. Okay, recognized by whom? Okay, read by whom? My Webpack dev server or not? Webpack dev server. So that my Webpack config.js. Okay, these are the things you have to put it. Okay, and then my Babel. You have to set the environment. Okay, Babel preset environment. Presets env is like for React. Okay, in the package.json you have to write this spot also. Okay, you have to run your application so that Webpack dev server open. The next one, build your application Webpack. Well, Webpack is for what? Bundle your application. Okay, now come here. Can you check localhost? My 8080 is the port number. Okay, that gives me an address. Can you check what is the address? Can you go to my console? React is not defined in the index.js. Can you go to my source? Can you go to my index.js? Here, can we define the React? Import React from where? From my React or not? Okay, now see compilation completed. Now see my hello world. My live read also happened or not? My live read load also happened or not? Understand? Okay. Now come to our requirement. Now actual requirement. Now when paying, here I want header, here I want footer. Okay, here I want one login related template. It's like this: user ID and password and login button. Now, at the time of clicking on the login button, one request should have to go to the server. One request should have to go to the server, and you have to. One request should have to go to the server, and you have to get that response. Based on the response, if it is like a success, then that time you should have to go to your registration page, student. Okay, it's like a student application, student registration page. Otherwise, you have to give the message like, please check entered user ID and password. That is our requirement. Okay, okay or not? Okay, if this form is okay, login form is not there. Okay, that means you are not registered. Okay, for insert you can use that photos one. For insert one student photo you can insert. Okay, here by using binaries you can. Okay, base 64 format you can add it. See, you are the new user. Here you can put like one more button like a registration button. One more button like a registration button. One more button like a registration button. Total how many forms are required? One is for login. In the node there has one library is there, 𝕨𝕐𝕥𝕚𝕤 is the library. By using that one we can copy the file which is received by which is coming from client to server. That is one way. Okay, two ways are there file uploads. One is like one file you upload here in the server side, you copy and paste that file in the server memory. That is one way. Another one is one file you can convert into in another format, base 64 format or something. Okay, that base 64 format file you can insert. That is another way. Two ways are there. Overall, how many files are, how many components are required? One is like login, another one is like sign up, and another one is like registration. Registration is like student registration. Once logged in, then only that person is going to register a student. Okay, all persons should not. Okay, once he log in, then only he can register. Now come here. Okay, create your components now. The first one is like a header component, so that header.js. Okay, the next one. Okay, all are like functional components only. Footer.js. Okay, menu nothing is required. Only two forms only, right? So that we can manage login.js. The next one. Yes, it is student registration. Registration.js. Okay. Now inside my header.js, how we can write? Import React from React. The next one, constant header component. This is my header component. Open one and close one. Okay, here okay, done. Everything you can take it, close your thing. Okay, here you can write your stuff. What is that? React hooks node with Oracle 𝕧𝕚𝕚𝕟 JSON web token also you can see. Finally, can we export it? Export default. What is that? Header one or not? Screen is hanging. Is it okay now? I'm scrolling. Is it visible? Now it's okay. Is it okay now? Yeah. Okay. My header code done. Here you can write some styles. How you can write the styles? My class name equals to class name equals to what? Header. My class name equals to header. Okay. This styles where you can write inside my styles.js one file, styles.css one file already you created. Use that file for CSS. Okay, right? My header one. Okay, right. My font size equals to 60 pixel. My font weight equals to bold. My background color equals to yellow. My font style equals to italic. Okay, my text align equals to send. Done. Where you want me to load this one? Inside my app.js. So that come here, right? Import my header one from where? From my header file, not. Okay, here I don't want this. Hello world. Just you can write like one div and close your div. And here, what you want me to load? Here, what you want me to load? My header component or not? Now load your header component. Now see this. This is the one. Can I write my body make like a pixel margin to 0? My body has by default 8 pixel margin, right? Can I make this margin like a 0 pixel? Okay, done. Now see this. So okay. The next one. Can I write the footer one? Where is my footer.js? This is the footer one. Okay, right. How you can write? Import React from where? From my React. Next, import React from React. Next, constant footer from where? Constant footer. It's like a component return one div. Here you can write my class name equals to what? Footer one. Class name equals to footer one. Then we export it. Export default footer. Okay, here you can write and copy rights belongs to done. Okay, that is that. This is my footer one, right? Now, where you want me to write the styles here. Can I write it? This is my footer. How you can write it? My position equals to fixed. Okay, the next one. My bottom equals to 0. The next. My width equals to 100%. The next text align equals to center. My background color equals to yellow. Okay, the next one is what? My font size equals to 20 pixel. My font weight equals to 4. Okay, it's not loaded in map.js, so that can you load it? Import my footer one from where? From my footer or not? Can we load my footer here? Done. Now see this. Is it okay? Is it okay or not? Okay, the next one. What is next one? One login page is required. If he logged in, okay, then only you have to give permission to register the student. If you not logged in person, okay, if you not authenticated, then the time don't allow him to register the students like this I want. So I already installed Oracle database in my machine. username is like system, I guess. System. See, connected to Oracle database 19C Enterprise Edition. This is the one. Okay. Inside this, we have some tables. Okay. Which table is there? Select star from NIP students. I guess one table is there. Okay. Select star from NIP student. Description of NIP students is like. Okay. See here. Name is there, roll number is there, and location is there. Name, roll number, and location. If you want to add a photo, you can add that photo. Okay, one more field we can add here. Okay, this is the one for registration purpose. For login, already we have one more table is there with some data. Just log in only the table. Table does not exist. Yes. See, there has two tables are there. One is like NIT students is one table. NIT students is one table. Another one is like users is one table. Okay. See, inside my users, there has two fields are there, username and password. U1, P1 is one user, U2, P2 is one user. If you log in with U1, P1, okay, my username is U1, password is P1 which we entered, then only we can show one of the form for registration. If the username and password is not entered, U1, P1 is not entered, or U2, P2 is not entered, you have to show one message like what? You have to show one message like, please check entered user ID and password. Okay, this is the data I hard coded simply. I hard coded. Okay, for instead of creating one more form. But we have to concentrate on this form. This is the form we have to concentrate. Okay, inside this form only, we have to add our students. Who can add? Only authenticated persons. Okay, how we can authenticate? The username is U1, password is P1 if you entered in the login form, or U2, P2. Those people only we have to allow them to register the students. Like this we have. Okay. Can we alter this table? Okay, how we can? I want to add. How can I use this one? Alter table NIC student modify. Okay, which one you want me to modify? Location. Anyone know how you can? Directly connected. Rename column. Okay. This size is there, right? We are going to load a photo, so that is like a base 64 format. So we can add like 3000 or 4000 characters. Okay. You have to modify the size now. Okay. Then ID students STUDENTS. Okay. Name is this one, roll number is this one, and photo is like varchar 4000 characters. It's like a basic for format we have to store it. Okay. My table ready. The next table is what? Users. Okay. This is for authentication purpose. Already I inserted the data like U1 and P1. Okay. Let's write now. Now here you need what? Login, or you need either login or what? Either registration or not. When login, if the user not logged in, you have to show login form. If the user already logged in, then the time you have to show registration form. Okay, that is depends, right? Right. Import React from where? From my React. The next constant login from where? Constant login. This is the component, right? Right done. Okay, one view you can take. Close your div h1 login. Okay, can I make like a text center? My class name equals to text center. Do we have the bootstrap in the package.json? Do we have the bootstrap? Yes. Can we load that bootstrap? Okay, how we can load it? In my index.js, we can load the bootstrap or not. Okay, import bootstrap. Okay, this and CSS, and here you can write like a bootstrap dot CSS. Okay, so now you can use the bootstrap CSS classes or not. Okay, one of the class like margin bottom 5 or 4 or whatever. Okay, this one can we export? How we can export Now these two are inside the app you have to load it. So how you can import login from where? From my login page. Registration from where? From my registration page or not. Registration page or not. Now come here, see my login and registration. These two should not be shown. Both should not be visible. Either login or registration only have to be visible. So how we can do it? Can anyone guess? Can we maintain one flag? Can we maintain one flag? Okay, can we maintain one flag like what is logged in or something? Can we maintain one flag like is logged in? Okay, where you want me to maintain? Where you want me to maintain? Can we maintain at application level? Can we maintain at application level? How we can maintain at application level? By using state management at application level. By using what? Use reducer or not. Okay, so that can we write it? How we can? Unit.js. The next one. What do you want? Reducer.js. The next one. Context also required or not? Okay, context.js. Okay. Inside my init.js, what do you want? Constant init values equals to each logged in. It's like what? By default, it's like false. Each logged in is like what? By default, false. Okay, I want to manage the token itself. My token by default, nothing. Token by default, nothing. Okay, the token which is generated by whom? Server side guy is sent to you. You have to store it. How we can have it done? Done. Now can we export this one? Next, anyone? What is the next one? What is the next one? Can I write the reducer? How can I write it? Constant reducer equals to open one and close one. Can we export it? Export default reducer. Okay, reducer take how many arguments? My current state comma action. Okay, now here how you can write it? My switch case, my action dot what? Action dot type. Okay, my case is what? My case is like login. My case is like login. Break it. Okay, the next one. My case is like logout. Logout. Okay, great. Done. If it is like login, then anyone can. If it is like success, what do you want me to change? What you want me to change? My is logged in. Logged in is what? By default, it's like false. It should be what now? It should be true or not? It should be true now. Okay. Next, my token should be what? My token should be action dot token. Okay. I want to. If it is like a success, login successful, then the time this you are going to dispatch the data to my login type. You are going to make this login is like true and my token is like this one. Okay, if it is like logo, can anyone guess? If it is like logo, then the time my is login is like what? False, and my token you have to set like what? Empty or not. Finally, can we return what? Your state or not? This is a simple reducer. Understand or not? Okay, next. This reducer registered with what? Store. Okay, how we can create your store by using hooks? My use reducer is the hook or not? Where you want me to write? How many use reducers you want me to write? Only one, and you have to make it available to all your components or not? What do you want me to make it available? Your dispatch method and your state. So where is my root component? App. So here can we create my use reducer. Okay, how we can use reducer is my hook. Then anyone constant use reducer is my hook, which take how many arguments? Your reducer. Can get the reducer. This is my reducer. Okay. Now import reducer from where? In the same folder my reducer is the file or not. The next one, init val, initial values from where? In the same folder, init is my file or not. Okay, here what is my values? Init values. Now can we pass those two values as an argument? One is like reducer and one is like init values. It returns me what? Your current state comma dispatch method or not. Your current state comma dispatch method or not. Now this state and dispatch I want to make it available to all your children. My header, my login, my registration for all. Okay, how we can make it available to all? How we will make it available to all? Okay, this login and registration is there, right? Okay, simply you can keep inside another one. It's like a content. Okay, create one more component. Okay, my content component, content.js. Okay, here you can keep it. This is my content. Okay, these two you can cut it, place here. The next one, these two not required, cut it. You can place inside this. Okay, now based on the condition, how we can I will tell. Now this one is like what? Your content component. This content component you can export here. Okay, that one you have to place here. Okay, can we import it? How we can import? Import content from where? From my content component or not? Done. Okay, now the state and dispatch I want to make it available to all my children. Okay, how we can make it available? By using context. So can we create the context? Where is my context? How will we create the context? Constant my ctx equals to react dot create context in the method. So can we export it? Export it. That's all. Okay. From here, what do you want? From here, what do you want? Provider, you have to provide the data. Okay, consume the data by using use context. I want to consume the data so that in my app.js, okay, can we get that import from where? From my context. Okay, what is my file? ctx is the exported value. So here, okay, how we can? My ctx dot provider is my component. What you want me to provide? You can provide to all your children what you want me to provide. You have to provide some data with the prop of value. What? My state comma dispatch. Again, the same code I'm repeating. Done. Now this data is available to this guy or not? Okay. Now the total data is available to whom? Available to all your children. Now here, can we get it? So how we can get the data? By using use context. Use context hook. Okay, how we can it? Constant. Okay, ctx data equals to my use context of. Use context of. Okay, from where you can get the data? Import from where? From my context. Okay, what is this one? ctx is the file or not? Exported one. So here the ctx we have to pass. Now we can get the context data or not. Here we can write my context data dot state. Okay, dot is logged in. So can we destruct it? Constant from where? ctx data. Okay, what you want to destruct ctx data? You can destruct your state and then dispatch. Okay, here I want only the state value so that you can put like a state. Inside the state, how many values are there? Is logged in is one value, another one is like token. Now is logged in is there, is logged in is there. If it is like a true, then that time I want one. If it is like false, I want another one. So if it is like true, I want this one. If it is like false, I want what? Login or not. The token I have not used, so that my login should be visible now. So that can we fix it? Inspect it. Where is that? React is not defined in the context. Where is my context? Context.js. Import React from where? Okay, my login visible or not? Is it okay or not? Okay. If my is logged in is like false, then the time login visible. If my is logged in is like true, then the time my registration form should be visible or not. If I make like true, then the time say this. Where can I reload? Okay, it's wrong, right? My is logged in is like true, then the time it should be like what? Registration form should be visible or not. Can you check why not visible? Okay, let's see this. Now come here, context reducer is this one. Return the state is also fine. My go to app.js reducer init values. Okay, state and dispatch. This is my content. Can I put the debugger here? Inspect it. Can I refresh? Okay, my CPX data, my is logged in is like true. Okay, now up to here it's working. My is logged in is like true. Okay, undefined. Here something is wrong. Yeah, I small letter, right? I small letter. Here you put like I is like small letter. It should not be. Can you make it a step? How it should work? See, my registration form visible or not? Okay, if it is like false, then my login visible or not? So for good. Okay, can we create login form now? Okay, create that login form. Where is your login? Close all. This is my login.js. Okay, create it. Can we use the bootstrap? Already bootstrap is there, right? Can we use it? Okay, use that. Bootstrap you can use it. For input controls, you can use material design. Okay, right. My div, close it. My class equals to hook. So that here my class name should be what? Container flared. Container flared. Okay, here my class name equals to what? Row. How many pods you want me to give? My class name equals to all SM 5 pods. At the same time, that should be in the left side or right side. The text should be in the right side. Right side. Okay, here I can put like user ID, user name. Okay, done. Here the next one. Give my class name equals to all SM3. Okay, here you can write the text box. Text box. Like this, how many you want? Two. And then here password. Okay, one line to another line I need some gap by using this. Okay, Form group is the class which is given by Bootstrap only. Form group is the class. Okay, and then here you can write your row. Okay, how many pods you want me to leave? 5 pods. So how we can sm offset 5. Okay, how many pods are there? Next 7 pods are there. Okay, just you can use it. Text left. Okay, here you can write your button. Okay, how you can write it? My button login. Okay, here can we write some bootstrap classes? How you can write it? My class name equals to all ntn primary all not required. Okay, done. Now these text boxes and passwords are there, password fields are there, right? You can use material design. How we can react material design. Material design. Okay. npm install @material UI 4. So that is obvious. npm install @material UI 4. Okay, that is only the one. Okay, let's try get started. Now these all things already installed, no issues with that. Now components box grid inputs. Okay, here you can write text field. Okay, any one of the text field you can use which one you want. Okay, now you can write like this. This is my text field. This is my text field. Then I copy this one. If you want to write, first of all, you have to get this text field. Okay, then I copy it. Now from here, login. This is my text field. Control Z. Import it first, and then this field you can use Control C. Okay, here you can write inside label is what username. Okay, ID what you want me to do. Okay, my server side what is expected, you can use that one. Now copy this one. Here also can I place it? This one is like a password. Here my password. Okay, here you can mention the type also of password. Okay, can you check how it looks like? Okay, now it's visible like this. Here we can enter something, here we can enter something. Okay, now can we make it as like look and see? Now this login, why it is here only? Row. Yes, some not offset. Offset is some. Okay, not from group, from group. Now this is the label, right? This is the text. Can I give like position? Relative top 0. I go to my styles and I write like on class LBL text, label text. Okay, now can I copy this one? Can you go to your login.js? For this can you add my class name equals to what is my class name? This. Here also can we add my class name equals to this. Okay, now this is okay. Now Now if you come here, this is your div. It's take like that much, but here this div is not taking that much weight. So can I write like width equals to 100%? Okay, so inside this div, I want to make this width is like 100%. So write it. Inside this div, I want to make like 100%. So for this div, this is not in your control. So that better to go with your element. Okay, this is the one, right? Okay. Input control, input div control, input control div. Okay. Inside this input control div, the first div is there, right? How you can take it? Inside input control div, first div is that if you want a rather than direct children. First div is nothing but first change. You can take my width equals to what? 100% you can put it. That is the CSS selector. Now this is looks like this. Now for my password also, okay, can I put like input div here itself? Now it looks like this. Okay, this is my username and this is my password. Click on the login. Understand? Okay, if the username and password is wrong, okay, then the time form group. Here you can put some message. Give my class name. You can use the same. Here I want to place one message. Okay, I want in the center, text center. Okay, the message is like red color, danger. Okay, my message is like please check the entire UID or password. For example, think that is only message, right? Okay, that should be in the middle. Okay, this is the one. Okay, you should not hard code when you have to show this one. If the username and password is wrong, then you have to show this. Okay, okay. Okay, let's start with registration also. Copy this one, go to your registration, do required changes. What do you want? Is name, student name, see here, name, roll number, photo. Name, roll number, my input type equals to number, roll number, and photo. For my text, this one, let me check that file upload is there or not. File upload is not there. Directly can use. See, anything if you see, they provide you source code. Click on this one. This is the source code one. You can see, you can use which one you want. For file upload, there is no material icon. Okay, you can use like input type equals to file one. They are using like input type equals to file only. You can use that one. This is the file photo. Okay, here you can write like what? Info type equals to file. This label text is not required. Okay, here the button name is what? Registration is my button. Okay, now it's a login one. I want to make that registration page visible. What change you have to do? In the init, just make it as true for testing purpose. Okay, it gives me some error. Can we fix it? What is that error? Registration component and text field components are not there. This is my text field component. You have to place here. My registration component you have to upload. Done. Now it looks like this. Okay, if you want to give some gap, you can give it. Margin. This is the div, right? This is the file upload, right? Margin top to is it okay? If you are satisfied with this, you can. Otherwise, you can write your own styles. Margin top how much you want based on your requirement. Understand? Okay, now at the time of clicking on the register button, just you have to show the message like text not danger, text success. Okay, inserted successful. This is the message. If it is successfully inserted. Text success is the CSS class given by whom? Bootstrap group. Okay, understand or not? Okay, okay then. The next one. My client side code is okay. Now can we go to the next level is what? You have to integrate, right? You have to integrate your endpoints. So that can we create your endpoints now? Can we create your endpoints? So let's start with Oracle now. Now file, new window. File, open folder. Where is this one? React Oracle, Node Oracle. This is the one. Okay, can anyone tell? Can anyone tell how we can start? How we can write the endpoints? First, how we can start? Can anyone? First of all, you have to mention your port number and everything or not. So you can write from. You can start from here. App.listen. App.listen. Okay, what's your port number? Your wish. 2020 is my port number. Okay, the next one. The next one. Console message, you can put it. Console.log server.dead. Server.dead. Okay, done. Here inside the routes, can we create one file? What is the file? Student.js file you can create. This file you have to register here. So can we get it? Okay. Back just std router equals to require, what is that? Routes is my folder, student is my file. Student is my file. Okay, yeah. The next one is what? The next one, can we load library? What is the library? npm install cos rtdb. rtdb is my library. Okay, let me check. Go to uijava.com. Go to node. Okay. rtdb only the one. Okay. Then we load it. Let me save it. Save it. Now this SP router you have to use somewhere. Okay, we have dot use of SPB router. Okay, done. Now can we write some endpoints here? Okay, how we can? Var express equals to, okay, require express. The next one, var router equals to express dot router. Okay, is a method. Now export module dot export equals to router. Okay, here my router dot get, okay, is one. My router dot post is one. Two endpoints only. One is for to check the login, another one is for registration. So here is my login, and you can write the function open one and closed one. Here what? Here what? Request and response. Okay, this the next one. Okay, here this is my registration. You can write like a function and open one and closed one. Here request comma response comma, okay, request comma response. Two endpoints are ready. Now my question is just respond. Between these two endpoints, which one is the protected one? Okay, which one is the protected one, which one is the public one? Okay, which one can access by anyone, which one only restricted people can access? Okay, that one you can find first. Login, anyone can log in, right? Anyone can log in. Who has the username and password? If the username and password still not there, still you can access it. Then that time you can give the message like what username and password is wrong. Username and password is like wrong. Okay, but registration is there, right? You should not allow him to access at least. Okay, when you have to allow him access, if that guy is like a already authenticated, is authorized person, then only you have to allow him to this particular function or not. This is the function. Okay, in this function only, right? We are going to write the logic to insert the data. This function, when you should have to allow, okay, you have to check before this function call. You have to check that person is like a already authenticated guy or not, already that person, okay, authenticated or not. Okay, like this you have to check it. Okay, you understand? Okay, the next one, you can write like one more file, like shared one, new file, share.js. Okay, here I'm going to write like what? I'm going to write our Oracle connection related stuff. That is common for all, right? Oracle connection related stuff. Okay, I have that code, just copy paste. Okay, shared one. See this. A JSON web token also I want. Can we load this one also? Can we load it? How to load it? npm install JSON web token. -set. Okay, see there. This is my connection string. Okay, don't think more about this one. Okay, for my Oracle, what I installed for this is my connection string I found from Google only. Okay, based on my version, and this Oracle is like SQL plus one, so that I get this one from Google. Okay, this is my connection string. Now Oracle DB already you installed, right? Okay, Oracle DB has one method called as get connection. Can anyone tell MySQL is which method is there? MySQL dot create connection is the method. MongoDB which method is there? MongoDB client is there. Mongo client dot connect is the method. Here my Oracle DB has which method? Get connection is the method. Get connection is the method which take two arguments. One is like your connection related information, another one is like with this information he is trying to connect. Okay, my connection I'm trying to connect. Once my task completed, either it is a success or failure, I don't know, so that you have to pass the callback method here itself. Now if the callback method returns an error and connection, if it is like error, then the time you have to give the message like DB connection error. If it is like failure, okay, success, you can give the connection to that person. Who is that guy? In the student.js, I'm calling this connection. See this. I'm calling this connection or not. Okay, this guy is going to take how many arguments? One is like response and the like CV. Okay, once my connection established successfully, that callback method is going to call with the connection object or not. So this callback method is going to call with your connection object. Now here you can write your stuff. Okay, you can take like select star from users where user ID equals this one, password equals to this one, connection dot execute is the method. In your Mongo, there has one method is there. It's like a find is the method to retrieve the data. In your MySQL database, okay, MySQL connection dot is the method. Here connection dot execute is the method. Okay, which one you want me to execute? My query. Okay, Q I want to execute. Okay, the result is coming like an array of objects, so that you can put like this. This is my callback method. Now see here, if this like the response is like failure, you can send it. If it is like a success, then the time you have to do what? You have to send one token or not. Now this is the top. This is the topic is important for us. So can we do that? So, that's right. Now see. This is my login page. Where is that? This is my login. This is my user ID, and this is my password, and this is my login button. Now from here, this is my login button. Now tell me, at the time of clicking on the login button, okay, one request go to your server. My server is going to communicate with your DB. Okay, my DB, based on the query, it gives me some response back. Okay, it gives me some response back to this guy. Which type of response? Maybe user existed, yes or no? Okay, it gives me the response back. Okay, which type of response? Maybe user is there, maybe user not there. Only two, right? Yes or no? One is like user is there or user is not there. User is not there. Now tell me, if user is not there, then no problem. Okay, you can give the message to this guy. Okay, you can give the response back to this guy. User is not there. Then the time what this guy is going to do? He is going to give the message like what? Entered user ID password is wrong. Error message is going to display. Okay, that is the username is not there. If the username is there, that means what? User ID and password is correct. Then what we have to do? Can anyone tell? Okay, what I have to do is for my next purpose. Okay, next request onwards. Okay, there has some protected APIs also there. I want to recognize this guy already authenticated. Like this, I want to recognize my server set guy has to recognize. For that purpose, what he is going to do, this guy, okay, create one token. Create one what? JWT token. Created one JWT token. Then, if the username and password is correct, that token is going to give as part of what? As part of response. If it is a success, What my client side guy is going to get, my client side guy is going to get like a JWT token. Okay, here he created one JWT token, right? That token he saved in the server side also. He saved in the server side also. Saved in the server side also. Okay, he saved in the server side and give this JWT token to my client. What my client is going to do, that the client also saved this token. Okay, client also what he is going to do, he saved this token. Okay, token where, okay, either session storage or okay user is nothing but Redux, wherever he wants he can store it. He can store it. That is the positive thing for my login. Okay, once username and password is wrong, there is no token concept. Simply entered username and password is wrong, one error message you can put it. If the username and password is correct, then he has to create the token, he has to save in the server side and give the token as part of response. As part of response. What my client is going to do, he is going to save the token in the client side also. Now, once my username and password is correct, this login form is going to disable and enable what? Enable one more form. What is that? What is that? Registration form. Yes or no? Now this is my registration form or not? The registration form. Registration form. Now at the time of clicking on the register button, now you have to send your username, name, roll number, and photo. With that one, you have to pass what? You have to send your JWT token also to what? To my server. Okay. You have to send what? Your data plus your JWT token. Why JWT token? In the server side, the resource this for what? This is one login one. This is the login one. If I click on the register button, it go to okay one of the API call for what? Register or not. Student register. This is my endpoint URL. This endpoint URL not like a public, it's like a protected. Okay, protected one. So that you are really the authenticated person or not, I have to check it, right? So that at the time of clicking on the register button, you have to pass like what? You have to pass data plus JWT token also. You have to pass the data and JWT token also. Okay. Now here it's not. It's the response, right? Just remove this JWT token also. Now once we can get the data JWT token, it's okay, fine. First of all, before hit this register endpoint, before that he is going to check what he is going to do. He is going to check what he is going to check before that. He is the authenticated person or not. He is the authenticated person or not. Authenticated person or not. Okay, how you can check? How you can check? He sent the JW token right to client. Okay, he asked that JW token. Okay, so that I send that JW token. So this JW token, what my client sent already in the server side, he saved, right? Both are same. Okay, my client send one JW token. Okay, is equals to my server saved JW token. Both are same is nothing but what? Okay, nothing but okay, you are the right person only. That means at the time of at the time of login, we send one JW token. That is only I saved. You send the same JW token to me or not? So both are like client sends JW token and server sends JW token. Both are same. Then that time I allow him to access this API. Otherwise, I'm going to give one message like you are not a authorized person. Like this, I'm going to give one message to them. That's it. This is the one or not. Okay, you understand how it's going to work the token. Okay, now you can write your code. Okay, yeah, you have to write cost one. You can add it. Where is my cost here, right? Where my cost equals to required cost. Okay, here you can write like app.use of cost. App.use of cost. Cost is the method. Cost is the method. Now here we can write for login. Okay, first you can write within one file, after that you can share it. After that we can write inside the shared one. First, this is my connection string. So first we can write. Okay, here where request dot body. Okay, you can destruct constant UID comma password. UID comma password. This is my data. The next one, connection string. This is my connection string. Okay, RKDB you have to get it. Okay, how you can get it? Where my RKDB equals to require what my RKDB or not. Here my RKDB dot get connection is the method. Get connection is the method which takes two arguments. One is like your connection related information and another one is like your callback function or not. Like callback function take how many arguments? Either it's a success or it's a failure connection. Okay, here you can write like if error is there, then the time you can write like what response or send off your error. Else, okay, your connection, with this connection you can perform some operation. Okay, and then this is my connection related information. Okay, my username and my password at the time of connecting with my SQL plus, then the time I give the username is like what system, password is this one, connection string is this one. See, user password DNS. Okay, you should not change this case. Okay, done. Once my connection is established, then that what we have to do. Once my connection is established, that what we have to do. Then that time you have to perform some operation or not. Okay, which operation? You have to take the data. You have to take the data. You have to view this data in the form of array of objects so that you can put this one. Okay, object format. The next one, query, you can build it. What is my query? This is my query. Select store from users. Okay, where user ID, UN user ID, and my password is this password. See, UN and PWD is this one. UN and PWD is like the keys. UN and PWD is like the columns. Okay, done. Once it is done, the next one is like you have to execute that query or not. Okay, you have to execute that query. So you can come here and take this. This is the one. You have to execute this query. Now here you can understand. See that by connection dot query, which query queue you have to understand. You have to execute. If error is there, you can send this error. If it is like error is not there, error is not there. Error is different. Username and password is correct or not is different. Error is different is not, but in the query itself there has some error is there. Then the time this one is going to execute. Okay, my error is not there. My query is correct, but username and password is not there. Then the time see here. This is my response, right? Inside my response, my rows length. Okay, username and password is there, then the time it gives me one row. If the row's length is greater than 0, is nothing but what? Username and password is there. Okay, if the row's length is not there, then the time username and password is not there. So that if the row's length is there, then that time he is going to create. Row's length is there is nothing but username and password is correct. Then that time he created one token or not with your username and password. Okay, my username is what? UID and my password is like PWD. Okay, we pass that username and password. Okay, see username and password. I didn't put like key and key value. If the key value is not there, key only, user ID and password. My value reference also user ID only or not. See this JWT. So can we get that JWT one? Okay, how we can get it? Import where my JWT equals to require. Okay, JSON web token. Okay, inside my JWT there has one method is there. Sign is the method to create your token. Okay, create one token with this data and save inside this variable. See here. Okay, he created one login is success. He created one JW token. He saved and he sent it to my client or not. He saved into my token and he sent the response send to my client or not. How he send? My token equals to token. Token is the key. If the username and password is not there, then the time my token is like what? Empty. Like this you have to send. Did you understand or not? Okay. Finally, this is my response. This is not required. Okay, understand or not? Okay. Can we check now? Can we test this endpoint? how we can by using advanced SQL. Can we run this application first? Okay, how we can run it? Node one app. Now my application is running. My username post HTTP localhost 2020 std. This is my login or not? Login. Which type of data is expecting? What is the data is expecting? What is the keys? Here the keys is like what? UID and password is my keys. So with the data only, right? Is retrieving the data. My UID is like UUU. Okay. And my password is like okay, PP. Done. Okay, can I send it? Okay, 404, not form. Post. Okay, it's not post yet. Can I send it? Okay, token is like empty. Okay, why? Because see here. Here you are sending like a get request. You are using here post. Okay, request body is nothing but it should be a post request or not. So you can make it as like post one. Okay. Now come here. Now my data is going or not as part of body. If I click on this one, JJPP is not there, so that my token is like empty. If my username is U1, password is P1 is there. Password is P1 is there in my database. Okay, then that type. See here. If you want to check, you can check it. Select star from users. Now see, username U1, password P1 is there or not there? There. So if I click on this one, username and password is correct. See this, my token is generated or not. Okay, what he did, he generated a token. He generated a token and saved in the server side. How he saved? Okay, he saved with which name? He saved with one of the variable name is called as my token. Any name you can put it. Any name you can put it. And give this token to my client. See, this is only my token. This is only my response or not. This is only my response or not. This is the token. Understand? My token created. Now, once you have the token, if you want to insert the data in the registration, okay, you have to send what? My data plus JW token or not. My JW token you can send as part of headers. You can send it as part of headers. Okay, so that can we write it? Can we write the endpoint for what? The next one. This is the one. This is okay. That's right. How we can constant. I want to take the data. Request dot body dot request dot body. Which data? One is like name, another one is like roll number, and another one is like what? Roll number photo. Roll number photo. Now tell me, this registration one is like protected one or not? Protected one. So do you want anyone with this particular registration? Do you want me to hit this? Do you want me to give the response back? Response dot send off. Okay, inserted. Okay, do you want me to give like this? Okay, see here. Now come to this particular guy. Okay, come to this particular guy. If you put like registration, directly you can get this response or not inserted. Do you want me to allow him directly like this? Do you want me to allow him directly like this? No, why? Because it's a protected. Before executing this function, you have to check, okay, you are the authenticated person or not. You have to check it or not. So that here, so far my post get all methods take how many arguments? All methods take how many arguments? Get method, post method take how many arguments? 2 arguments only or not. One is like your URL, API URL, and another one is like function. But it's not like 2 arguments. There has 3 arguments. It's going to take one more function also. You can write here. See here. One is like your, what is that? Your name. Okay, API and point URL name. Another one is like a function, and another one is like a function. Now this function also take how many arguments? You know, request comma response comma next. See, first if you hit this one, First it's going to execute this method, and then it's going to execute this method. Okay, this is your original one or not? Original one or not? Here you have to check what? Here you have to check what? Okay, before executing this one, okay, here you have to check you are the right person or not. You are the right person or not. So that how we can check you are the right person or not means already I sent one token, right? Already I sent one token to my client. My client has to give this token as part of header. So that can we get the token first from the header? Okay, how we can? Request dot headers dot, okay, the token I'm going to use like authorization is the key. Authorization, any key you can put it. Okay, recommended key is like a authorization. So I'm expecting my header with which key? Okay, I'm expecting my token with which key? Authorization key as part of what? Headers or not? Now I get the token. Okay, here two possibilities are there. My client send the token or not first. Okay, client may send, may not send. If my client send, if he not send, then that is no problem at all. Okay, see, token is there or not there. If the token is there, else token is not there. If the token is not there, you can send the token. Okay, message like response and then okay, token missing, missing token or something. Okay, if the token is there, possibilities two. That is the correct token or not. Okay, how we can check this? Is it the correct token or not? Okay, here my client send one token is nothing but this one. My client send the token is nothing but this one only or not, which is as part of headers is the authorization. That one and server side token where you saved my server side token you saved inside one key called as a my token or not. You have to compare both or not. Okay, for that purpose we have one method is there. Verify is the method. Okay, by using that method we can. Okay, see how we can do this means from here. Okay, there has one method is there. Which method? Verify is the method. Now token is there. This is the one. This is the method. Can I copy this one? Can I come here? Can I paste this one here? Okay, see. If the token is there, okay, then the time I'm going to check that token is valid or not. 𝕧𝕚𝕕𝕚.verify. Which token? Your token is this one. This one server side token. Both are verified. Okay. Both are compared by using verify method. It gives me one callback method. It's called callback method. If error is there is nothing but what? Both are like what? Mismatching. So you can do like what? Invalid token. Both are like mismatching, you can give the message like invalid token. Both are like match, then the time. See this, now you are using the next method. So far I didn't use this next method. First response I used, next I use it. See here, now it go to the next call. Next call is nothing but now this is my first variable, this is my second variable, the next variable is this one. Now this one is going to execute or not. This is the one. Now see here, now you can check. In the past, directly my inserted executed, right? Now here, if I click on send, see this, token missing. It didn't send the token. That method not executed. So that can we send the token as part of what? Headers. Which one? Authorization or not? Authorization. Can you send the token? This is the Sachin is my token. This my Sachin is the token. Now token is there, but invalid token or not? Can we get the valid token now? Okay, how we can get the valid token? From my login, okay, by using body, can we click on send? This is my valid token or not? Can I copy this one? Now, can I go to my registration? Can you go to my registration? Can I pass my token authorization, not Sachin? If I pass like a Sachin, invalid token. If I didn't pass anything, then the time it gives me like what? It gives me like what? Token missing. Token missing. If I pass the token authorization with this is the token. Now my token is correct. Now see this, inserted or not. Now we go to the next level or not. Next level is nothing but this one or not. This one or not. Here you can perform some operation. Which operation? You have to insert the data or not. Yes or no? Okay. Then we read that code. Now this is the one. Simply copy paste. Okay, insert into NIT students. Okay, values like name, roll number, photo. Okay, automatic post to true. Okay, you can view the message. That's it. Can you write it now? Can you check it? Okay, what you are expecting? Name, roll number, and photo. Okay, let's start. First, this is my registration. My token is not there. My token I didn't send. Then the time, see, this is like a protected resource. Okay, so that it gives me like what? Token missing. Okay, I send the token, authorization. I send the token, but my token is like wrong. Then the time, invalid token. Now I'm going to give like a valid token. Okay, this is not a valid one. So I can generate the token again. This is my body, username and password is okay. Generated the token. Can I copy this one? This is the valid token. Now can you go to my registration? Now can you go to my headers? Now see, still my token is not there. Token missing. So authorization, can I pass the token? Now which that you want me to pass? Name. The next one is what? Name is like student one. My roll number is like one, and my photo is like a binary format. It's like a string representation only. Okay, after that we'll see. Okay, can I click on send? Can I click on send? Now my token also there. Connection is not defined. No problem. You can write it. Connection is not defined. Connection. Share. Yeah, connection is not defined. That's correct only, right? You have to put this connection or not. You have to write this code. Up to here is common for all. Okay. Again, you have to write it. Okay, if it is else, then that time you can write. Okay, connection string. Okay, you're giving like this data. If it is like failure, then you can give the response back like connection not established. Okay, if it is like success, you can send this one. Okay. Now check. Okay, here it is some unexpected end. Okay. Okay. Now can you check? Can I click on send? Now see, rows affected one. Now can you check here? Select store from NIT students. Now say this. This is your username 343434. Just now you inserted or not? Yes, 1343434. That is only the one, right? You inserted just now. Now see here. This is the one or not? Understand how my token is working? Okay. Now my server side fault also completed. What is the next thing? The integration thing, right? Can you do from your end? Both are there. Your endpoints are there. Your designing and everything is done. Just simply by using Angst, you have to send the request to the server. That's it. Okay. You can try. Okay. The next class we'll see. Continue. The next class is on Saturday. Next Saturday, 8 o'clock. Okay. Meanwhile, you can try. Okay. Okay or not? The total course what we mentioned in the first day, everything is completed. I will upload now itself. I will upload. Just work on this one at least from your end. Okay, next week is our lost. Okay, next Saturday and Sunday I will take the classes. Yeah, you can.
Sir, everything is done. What is left?
Like no more test cases and React Native.
Okay. Okay. You said around 2 hours of native React Native,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The next Saturday itself, you will take around 2 hours.
Saturday and Sunday will take around 2 hours.
Okay. Okay. Fine, sir. But right now they are asking for test cases.
Yeah.
How can we put about that in resume?
There's nothing. Simply they may ask the question like, okay, do you know test cases or not? Simply they ask the question. Okay, yes, I can. I can write the test case. Like this you can say. No one asks like, okay, in front of me, can you write the test case like that?
Okay. Fine. What is the test case? I mean, just an
Just
enzyme or
that.
some?
Just an
Sorry.
entry. Just
Okay.
an.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, this is the content is enough. You can easily put like C plus years of experience also, big experience. What we discussed.
Sir, one small doubt. Recently, they're asking about GraphQL.
Yeah, yeah, that is also one more thing. That's a simple thing only by seeing.
Yeah, I
Okay,
have gone through that. No more endpoints and no, I mean, I have gone through that. Okay, fine. But what is the major difference we can say in interviews?
that is like advanced thing. Okay, to connect with DB and all these things, server side stuff. Okay, this much code also not required. Okay, effectively we can write. Okay.
Is there any difference of connecting to DB, REST API to GraphQL?
The GraphQL has their own syntax. Okay, if you observe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Like,
that is
sorry.
fast or and they are little bit fast also. They are going to handle the stat codes and everything from their end.
Sorry, sir. Come again.
Stat codes and everything, the server side stat codes based on the response they handle from their end. Okay, that is also something fetching for UI developer. Right?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, I will check and let you know if there is another difference or there is an okay. See,
Sure, sir.
the
Sure.
thing is in uijavascript.com jQuery tab I am uploading. Okay, the new batch started so that we are using React for them. So you can download from jQuery tab, not from React. Okay, from here, uijavascript.com jQuery from here, today's class.
Sir, for myself, I have put around 1.6 years of experience in React. I have covered React hooks and Redux forms as well. This is what I covered. This is fine, or can I put anything else?
This one is fine. Okay. See, the thing is, you should go at JavaScript concepts. Okay. These are the concepts are enough for React. JavaScript concepts is required. So multiple, if you go for interview, most of the things they are going to ask on the focus. Most of the interviewers are focused on JavaScript, on core JavaScript. Okay, and then if they start with the JS1, then they are going to ask the React. So whatever the stuff we covered, that is more than enough.
Sure, sir. Sure. I have checked with my friend also. He said, okay, more than enough. But JavaScript, what are the core concept means? What we can cover, especially for interview.
In your uijavascript.com, whatever the JavaScript topics are there. Okay, I'm not asking you to follow this content only. Just take the topic names and go to the Google and check. These topics are enough for JavaScript also.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, I uploaded. Just you can download and see you on Saturday. Next Saturday, coming Saturday. Okay, same time. Okay then. Thanks guys. Thanks for joining.